What is up, wrestling fans? JP from Kayfabe Chronicles coming to you live once again. Well, the Royal Rumble was last night, and what a crazy night of wonderful wrestling action it was. What the heck happened? How do I know? Well, of course I know because I did watch it. But yeah, I'm going to get to you my review right now, and it all comes. I'm so tired, I was at work all day. But yeah, review coming up right after these messages. What is up, wrestling fans? This is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles, and boy, that was probably the worst introduction I have ever given myself. Oh, like I said, I was out last night watching Royal Rumble with a good group of friends. That's why I was not on the Twitter at all. But yeah, got up, went to work, came home. Came home really late, as you can tell by the clock kind of in my background. It's a little bit after 8, a little bit before 8 Central Time, so it is quite late right now. But those of you, it is your first time here, please participate in the chat room right to the side. Let me know what you guys thought about the Royal Rumble. And as always, follow us up above with that Facebook and the Twitter account. And remember, please subscribe to the channel for more great fun. So yeah, Royal Rumble, all sorts of crazy stuff. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. So I think it makes the most sense for us just to cover it in the order that it happened. So, boom. Opening the entire night was the Smackdown title between AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a 2-on-1 handicap match. A little weird opening with the title match. You rarely see that happening. It's not something WWE usually likes to do, but hey, you know what? All three of these guys are beyond over with the crowd right now. So how else do you want to get the show going than to send out Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles? You know they're going to put on a hell of a match. You know they're going to get the crowd to scream and do all that crazy stuff. Overall, the match itself, I really like the in-ring psychology that Kevin and Sami had at the very beginning. Like tag one in and they kind of stare AJ down. Next one tags and they just kept tagging each other in and out. Not a lot really happened in regards to starting the match for quite some time. And AJ's like, let's get it going, but they're like, nah, none of that. I'm just gonna play with you mentally. Overall, though, the match was exactly as you expected it. Kevin Owens, you can tell something's bugging him leg-wise, like he wasn't his normal self, but he still looked good. Match was great. As everyone knew, AJ did come out on top, but it wasn't the ending that a lot of people predicted. But I'm going to talk more about that a little bit later on. But yeah, pretty much what ended up happening, there was a scene where AJ had Sami on his shoulders, and he kept kind of reaching for Kevin to tag. They didn't quite touch. Their fingers kind of lightly just missed each other. It was tough looking at it because I was like, what's going on? They really played on it, and I should have figured out something was going on. So, of course, Sami Zayn gets thrown outside the ring. Kevin Owens tries to jump AJ from behind, and AJ rolls up Kevin Owens and gets the 3 count. So, yeah, still champion AJ Styles. But the big issue that was going on in regards to this was that Kevin Owens was not the legal man because he did not tag Sami Zayn. So now it kind of all comes together. Now all the pieces fall into place. It's exactly as you predicted. More of this is going to happen. More of this anger and stuff is going to lead on later on in the show, and we'll discuss that going on. But yeah, great way to open up the show. I really enjoyed this match thoroughly. It was definitely everything that I thought it was going to be, and then some. Right after that, we have the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. We got the Usos taking on Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Usos come down, cut a crazy Uso promo like they always do. The match itself wasn't whoa, wasn't crazy. Chad Gable had a lot of really good spots in there. He was kind of the workhorse in this match. He was in it for a good majority. First fall Usos they pretty much get Chad Gable in the center of the ring. They hit him with pretty much every single super kick known to man. My buddy Mike, who's watching with me, flat out said it's Super Kick Fest 2008. So we're joking, every time somebody throws a super kick, you take a shot. Because even the match before this, Kevin Owens does the super kick so much. And this, I'm just going to go a little off topic here, but like the super kick used to be like a finisher, like like Shawn Michaels did it and it was it. Now like everybody does the super kick, even like 500-pound monsters do the super kick. It's I don't know, it's kind of a lost move in my opinion. So yeah, Usos get the first fall, and then I was kind of like sitting there saying like okay, we all know Gable and then they're gonna get the second fall. Like I've never seen a tag team 2 out of 3 falls match where the team wins 2 falls to nothing. Like it's always a sudden death overtime. And then there's a scene like at the end where I forget which Usos in the ring. Chad Gable kind of climbs up on the top rope. I don't know, maybe they're gonna do some double team move thing. I don't know. And like Shelton Benjamin gets rolled up for the 3 count before Chad Gable can climb down. And that was it. Like it was very very sloppy in my opinion. It was definitely like a really confusing uh, thing. Like we're just like, was that supposed to happen? And it's also funny considering that I just said 2 out of 3 matches always end with the third fall. Like they never ever do 2 and that's it. So I pretty much ate my own foot there. Um, yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be the ending. Was there a botch? Who knows? Overall, the match could have been a lot better. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. I was actually really disappointed with this match. I thought that it could have done a lot more than it did. But yeah, Usos retained the title. Didn't see that one coming. That one was a little bit weird. All right, it is Men's Royal Rumble time. That's right. I'm not kidding you. They actually are not closing the show out with the Men's Royal Rumble. That's weird. I figured that with the Women's Royal Rumble, they would have that earlier on, because it's something new. They still want to test the waters with it. And you always got to end with the Men's Royal Rumble with, them standing on the rope and pointing to the WrestleMania sign. But yeah, like the match, the first 2 people, I predicted it would be The Miz and Finn Balor because The Miz is always number 1 for some weird reason. So number 1, Aiden English comes out, so we're like, okay, it's Aiden English, all right. Nope, Rusev. Rusev is your number 1 entrance, and the crowd is eating every single moment of that up. So much fun. And number 2, Finn Balor. So I got 1 point. I got 1 point out of that. But yeah, like I still don't understand. Like, I get it. I love Rusev. Rusev is so great. Like, just taking something as simple as Rusev Day, just a holiday dedicated to Rusev, and just going with it, and just everybody just eating it up. But yeah. Main reason why I picked Finn Balor as one of the first 2 guys is because just in my vision, he's a guy that's going to get the crowd going. But I picked him as the Iron Man for the Royal Rumble. Like I just see him as that guy that's going to last the entire thing. Like every year, Royal Rumble, there's always one Iron Man. Always happens. You got to have like that one guy that's in there for almost an hour. Um, some real key moments at the Royal Rumble that I really liked was Finn being the Iron Man. Spoiler alert, he was there until the end pretty much. Couple of surprise debuts that I really enjoyed. Andrade Cien Almas, NXT champion, had a hell of a match the night before. He made an appearance for the Royal Rumble. Great for him. That was cool. Adam Cole, baby, he was in the Royal Rumble. Some surprise returns. The Hurricane. Like that meant the world to me. Like, if you guys have seen my previous videos, you guys know how much of a huge Hurricane fan I am. A huge inspiration to me. Even though he was only in the match for like 30 seconds before he got tossed out by John Cena, it was still like I had a super fanboy moment. I pretty much needed new underwear after that. It was so much fun to see the Hurricane. Yeah, like the match. One real shock for me was that like Baron Corbin was in pretty early. And he got eliminated pretty quick. Like, like he eliminated, I think he, like, threw Rhino out, I believe. And then he was eliminated, like, right after that. And I was like, what? Like, that was really shocking. But then Baron Corbin just shit-canned everybody in the ring and left. And as he was leaving to go up the ramp, Heath Slater was on his way out. He kicked clothesline Heath Slater down. And Heath Slater pretty much spent the next 10 minutes just knocked out outside the ring. Main reason why is every single time somebody entered the Royal Rumble, they would just walk by Heath Slater and just beat him up some more before he finally made it into the ring at some point when Sheamus finally just said screw it and chucked him in. Pretty good spots in the match. Huge pops like Shinsuke Nakamura got a really good pop when he came out. Kofi Kingston, of course, had his yearly spot. This year it wasn't too bad. Xavier Woods got thrown out. Big E got thrown out right after that, and then Kofi goes up, but he lands on top of Xavier Woods, so one of his feet hits the ground, but the other one doesn't. Xavier Woods catches his foot, and then Big E runs and grabs a tray of pancakes, sets it down, so Kofi puts his foot onto the pancakes, and then they grabbed him and slingshotted him back into the ring, and there you go. That was Kofi's spot. Kofi, everybody knows every year, has that spot. We're going to fast forward to pretty much the end. Another surprise entrance at the end, Rey Mysterio Jr. That was really cool. He still looks great for his age. He's still very agile. Still pulled off some great 619s. But yeah, one part I really liked at the end. It was kind of like the old era versus the new era. So it was like like John Cena, Randy Orton, guys like that, and it was like Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, like Shinsuke Nakamura, like just essentially like kind of like the passing of the torch. Symbolism. Last four in the ring, you got Roman Reigns, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, and John Cena. Finn Balor finally gets chucked out. Sadness there. But you know what? He lasted 55 minutes, I believe. It was like 53, 55-ish around there, so good for him. Not bad for his debut. So now it's essentially 2-on-1 taking on Shinsuke Nakamura because, Roman Reigns and John Cena for some weird reason keep teaming up against him. Shinsuke manages to get John Cena over the top rope. John Cena runs to do like a headbutt through the ropes. Shinsuke dodges it, kicks John Cena in the head, and eliminates John Cena. Awesomeness. So it's just down to Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns. Great back and forth between the two. And this was like long. This was like a good 5-6 minutes of them just fighting in the ring. And then like there's that moment you're thinking like, crap, Roman Reigns is going to win. They're going to do this to us yet again. But no, Shinsuke gets a good knee shot to Roman Reigns' head and just chucks him out. And there you go. The winner of the Men's Royal Rumble this year is Shinsuke Nakamura. Woo! I predicted that, as did the rest of the wrestling internet community. After that, they interview Shinsuke saying, all right, who are you going to challenge? And of course, AJ Styles. AJ Styles. So we are getting AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania, and there will be much rejoicing. Now all we need is for Vince to just let them do whatever the hell they want to do. Like, we can't have him be like, oh, you can't do any of that crap. Just let them kick each other's ass. It's going to be majestic. It's going to be great. Super stoked for Shinsuke winning this. It was awesome. Alright, immediately after that is the Raw Tag Team Championships. So we got Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins defending against the Burr. And I feel bad for all four men in this match because they pretty much have to follow up a hell of a Royal Rumble. The audience just did not care. Like, there was no energy whatsoever in this match. They were just like the entire time, and I feel really, really, really bad for them. Overall, though, like, the match was exactly as everyone predicted. Jason Jordan gets shit canned pretty early on, so he spends a majority of the match outside the ring knocked out. So Seth Rollins is pretty much one-manning this entire match. Seth Rollins finally manages to get the hot tag, and Jason Jordan climbs the ring, but oh no, he's still hurt. He's dizzy and he passes out, so he tags Seth Rollins back in, and pretty much just goes and sits outside the ring to regain his thoughts. And Seth Rollins just gets the shit kicked out of him even more, and yeah, the Bar wins. We have new tag team champions. We knew that this was going to happen. We had a feeling that this would most likely happen. Of course, this is going to be setting up the seeds to have Jason Jordan taking on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania because Dean Ambrose is not available. Overall, not a great match, not a poor match, super predictable, but I just feel bad because where it lined up. Like I said, immediately following the Royal Rumble, we have to watch this. That is why you end with the Royal Rumble. Like, you have the biggest match of the night, and then you have stuff after it. No, you don't do that. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, new tag team champs. Alright, so we got the World Universal title. Universal, not World, just Universal. We have three big men. We got Brock, Braun, and Kane all in one match. Exactly as you predicted. Just three big dudes just hitting the crap out of each other. Like, it's essentially... like the way I worded it as like it's like three raw steaks like rolling around in a dryer. Like it's a no DQ because it's triple threat, and all it was just them using chairs and the ring and Spanish announce table, the Russian every announce table in existence a couple parts I really enjoyed in this match. Sorry. Brock Lesnar got Braun Strowman down, and Brock Lesnar actually flipped the table onto Braun Strowman a la SummerSlam when Braun Strowman did that to Brock Lesnar. There was a scene where Braun Strowman gave like a good stiff knee shot to Brock's head. I know he didn't mean to do that, but Brock pretty much retaliated and gave Braun Strowman a good shot to the head. And then, you kind of realize they looked at each other. It's like, okay, I screwed up. I'm sorry. We cool now. Match was exactly like as everyone predicted. Eventually, Braun Strowman gets knocked outside the ring. Brock gets Kane into the F5 and wins. So Brock Lesnar is once again the champion. Super predictable going into WrestleMania. Like we all knew that was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. It's probably going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to find his way into this title picture considering he didn't win the Rumble. But yeah, easy peasy chicken squeezy. Closing off, we got the Women's Royal Rumble match. First time in history. I predicted one of the openings as well. I predicted it would give me Becky Lynch and somebody else. So number 1, Sasha Banks. Okay, that's not bad. Get the crowd going. Number 2, Becky. Of course, get the crowd going. Like a benefit to that is like like they're both such strong workhorse women that they'll be able to carry the match. And one of them is definitely going to be the Iron Woman out of this. I actually thought it was going to be Becky Lynch. Becky did last a while though. Becky was in there for over 30 minutes before she got thrown out. But yeah, Sasha Banks was the Iron Woman. Sasha Banks was in it for over 50 minutes, which brings me to a point I'm going to just throw out there. One thing I really hated about this match, I'm going to discuss other things I didn't like, but this one key moment, too much rest time. Way too much rest time. Like, there were so many moments where women would get thrown, like, through the middle rope, or they'd slide out of the bottom, and they would just lie outside the ring. Like, there was too many people in the ring, but they're not in the ring. Like, it was essentially like a four corners match. Like, there were so many moments where there was only 2 people fighting in the ring, but yet there's like 8 people active in the Rumble. Like, I don't want to take anything away from Sasha Banks, but it's pretty easy to get 50 minutes in a match when you're only actually in the ring for about 20. Like, Sasha Banks spent a lot of her time outside the ring. Not taking a thing away from her, though. She's phenomenal. I love everything about her. She's great. She had a really good Royal Rumble. But yeah, people are coming in like Sarah Logan made it in. Mandy Rose made it in. First big surprise of the night, Lita in at number 5, which was really cool to see her again. She still looks great. Her ring was great. She did Twist of Fate. She did a side effect. She did Lita Karana. She did Elite Assault. Crowd was cheering. You still got it. Oh, so good. Another surprise entrance, Kairi Sane. Back from her recent injury. That was cool to see her in there. Winner of the Mae Young Classic. She had a really good moment. She did, of course, her patented flying elbow drop. A lot of the guys who I were watching with, they've never seen her before, and they were just in complete awe. And I thought I'd say, like, yeah, she is the real deal. She is freaking amazing. A lot of other great callbacks, like Molly Holly made it in. Awesome to see her. A little sad she wasn't Mighty Molly, but it was still cool to see her back. She did the Molly Go Round, which was really cool. Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson was there. Michelle McCool was there. Michelle McCool had a great Rumble. She eliminated quite a bit of people. Vicky Guerrero, for some really weird reason, I think that was a lost pick. That shouldn't have been there. That was just for comedic, nostalgic value. They wasted a spot with that. Kelly, she didn't do too bad. Dana Brooke had a pretty good Royal Rumble. Dana Brooke eliminated Kairi Sane. It's good to see her getting a little bit more push. She's really improving as a wrestler, but I love her in Titus Worldwide. I think her character's freaking hilarious. Oh, but I think like the big surprise for everybody in regards to it was that number 30, everyone thought it was going to be Ronda Rousey, but no, it was Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus came in. That was great. She had a really good stare down in the middle of the ring with Mickie James. Everyone remembers their feud from when Mickie James first came into the WWE. That was really cool to see that now, because now Mickey's kind of on her way out now, because that was back when Trish was kind of on her way out. So you see like the whole torch has been passed, full circle thing. It was great to see them kind of stare down fight. Beth Phoenix made it in there. She teamed up with Natalya for a little bit. Of course, everyone In real life, they are best friends, but then Natalya turned on Beth Phoenix and threw her out. You know, Beth still looks great. Beth could put on wrestling tights, climb in that ring right now, and just kick everybody's ass. She looked phenomenal. But yeah, match. And the last three in the ring are the last four are Sasha Banks, the Bella Twins, and Asuka. Um, Sasha Banks gets eliminated when she kind of tries to jump off the top rope on Asuka, but the Bella Twins catch her and chuck her out. Another crazy moment is Sasha threw out Bailey. That was kind of scary, considering that they're like best friends. Well, no, they are best friends in real life. Like they're super close. So it was like, what? She's your friend. God damn it! No. Of course, then it's the Bella Twins taking on Asuka. Brie gets thrown onto the apron. They fight a little bit more, and Nikki Bella comes in and pushes her sister off the apron, and Flat looks said like, "Hey, it's every woman for herself." So then her and Asuka fight for a little bit, and Asuka finally manages to get Nikki Bella out with the biggest missed kick ever in the history of man, in my opinion. It was even worse than Sasha Banks kicking Lita a little bit earlier. I didn't mention that, but you guys have probably seen it. A lot of phantom kicks. Lots of phantom kicks. Yeah, so Asuka is the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. Also predicted that one. But yeah, so when they're interviewing Asuka about who she's going to challenge, she's about to make her decision, and then the Happy New Revolution or whatever song it was, I don't even remember what song it was, but that's Ronda Rousey's theme. She comes out, comes into the center of the ring with a big smile on her face, points to the WrestleMania sign, looks at them again, points to the WrestleMania sign again, shakes everyone's hand, points to the WrestleMania sign. Like, I understand that you're a raging badass, Ronda Rousey, and you're going to do very well, but I don't believe that this was the right introduction. Pretty much they should have just had her come out at the end and just stare at them from like on top of the ring apron and then point. Like she didn't have to come out there and like smile and shake everyone's hand. No, she should have just come out to the apron, point, that's it. Like I think that would have been more impactful. It's great that Ronda Rousey's there. Like granted she didn't enter the Royal Rumble as everyone predicted, including myself, but hey, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Where does it fit in? Like, is she getting a title shot? Is Asuka getting a title shot? Are they going to fight? Like, who the hell knows what's going on? But yeah, they close the night off with Ronda Rousey pointing to the WrestleMania sign 6,000 times. Whatever. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, it was a super predictable Royal Rumble, though. Like, even though, like, you know, we could easily pick both matches, no problem. Hey, I thoroughly enjoyed both Rumbles. I think both of them were great. A lot of good surprises and all that stuff. But a big beef I have with the women's Royal Rumble, like besides the rest time, was like you have an NXT locker room and a Performance Center locker room full of all these great up and comers, and you usually only use the spot for like two people. You had Kairi Sane, and you had Ember Moon. That's it. Like granted, I know you wanted to bring back all those legends, which is great, but we didn't have to have all those legends. Like you know, you could have halved it easily. Like. You know, Vicky Guerrero didn't have to be there. Kelly really didn't have to be there. Like, I just feel bad for like a lot of these women. Like, I thought Peyton Royce and Billie Kay were sure gonna be in the Royal Rumble. I don't know. Like they're gonna get called up pretty soon. But yeah, like I just feel that they could have split it with more local talent. Like I understand everybody loves the whole nostalgia fest. That's the way that the world is now. But missed opportunity in my opinion. But overall. Great match. Both Rumbles. Really enjoyed both of those. Alright, so that's all I got in regards to the Royal Rumble. So I'm just going to talk about some other minor things that were released tonight. Why not? It was announced tonight that the Dudley Boys are going to be joining the Hall of Fame class of 2018, and I fully support that. Main reason why? They're one of the most decorated tag teams of all time. Without them, there would be no TLC matches. Like, they're absolutely amazing. The way they carried themselves in the ring, the way that they wrestled for all those years, and the fact that they were the innovators of one of my favorite styles of matches. So, you know what? So far, this is looking to be a really good Hall of Fame class. So far, we got Goldberg and the Dudley Boys. Hell yeah, sign me up. I'm loving everything about this. And sticking to the whole Women's Revolution, it was also announced tonight on Monday Night Raw that they're going to be having the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match presented by Monday Night Raw. it was predictable. We knew it was going to happen, but still, good for them. Like, good for them. I love the Elimination Chamber. It's another one of my favorite matches all year, and I love women's wrestling, so it's a win-win for absolutely everybody. I'm going to go more into detail in regards to that probably in a later video. I just figured I'd kind of throw it in right now because we are mostly talking about the Royal Rumble. And that's all I really have in regards to the Royal Rumble. So what did you guys think about the Royal Rumble? Let me know in the comments section below. And as usual, come on, people, utilize this chat room. It's always funny, after I log out, people write stuff in the chat room. I'm like, I'm not here anymore, yo. But yes, as always, if you guys like the video, like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support that you guys can get out there. Let's get new people to the stream. Get new people to check this out. Sorry, I'm a little sick and I got a stuffy nose. And as always, check out that Facebook page and the Twitter account. Well, we've had some fun tonight. We've had some fun this weekend. And don't you worry, we're going to be talking more crazy wrestling stuff. I got a nice big project coming up for WrestleMania. It's going to be good times, good times. Oh, I feel good tonight. I feel good tonight. So as always, yes, this is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles, and I will see you guys next time.